Hello, welcome back everyone to another preview. This is what we're 3 days away now from the Champions League kickoff. And today we're going to be talking about our last Italian team and maybe the most exciting one, Atalanta Bergamo. So a quick review of Atalanta's season so far. They've been super impressive under Gasparini, their coach. It's been the second season now where they've impressed the whole of Europe and Italy, having an incredible season. I think they've finished third in the Serie A, which is one better place than last year where they finished fourth. And they've been incredible with their style of play, where they've been scoring goals, goals, goals. In the Serie A, I think they're the team who scored the most goals this year. I don't know if they've broken a record, but I think they have. And so in the Champions League, it's been very up and down. They lost their first three games in the group stages, but still managed to qualify. And of course, in the last 16, they absolutely obliterated Valencia. So it's been an incredibly exciting team to watch. So since this restart, it's been sort of shaky. They started very well, winning game 7-0, really playing free-flowing football that we know they can. But in these last couple games, they've had 3 losses in 4 games, losing against Inter Milan on the last day 2-0, which wasn't the best of performances. So this begs the question, do Atalanta still have enough confidence to get into this quarter-final against PSG on good terms?
I think so. I think they have enough confidence, mostly because every game they've played, most of the time they've come in as the underdogs, and that suits them. They don't like having pressure on them. They just like just going out there, just making the plays happen, just playing their style of football, and being the underdog allows them to make that perfectly. So I think yes, they ended the Serie A season in a loss, but I don't really think that's gonna affect the mentality right now.
Yeah. I think also coming in an underdog has always been their kind of mentality, like showing the opponent that they're as big as them. And I think in this case we should really look, instead of maybe their late form that hasn't been great, their form in the Champions League against Valencia, which has been really superb. And I think they're really hungry. They really want to prove everyone that they can make it, and it's a dream for them to be in the Champions League, and it's also great that they'll be in it next year. So congratulations to them, and I really think that they're gonna fight for it against Paris, and I think it will be a great match.
Yeah, I agree. I think maybe the bad form is maybe them thinking about the PSG game,
Hmm.
because I think every supporter and all the players really, that's what they've been waiting for since the restart. And yeah, I think they're just impatient. They're not scared to play this game, which maybe PSG could be, but we'll touch on that later, of course. But yeah, I think they've got no pressure. It's a big game for the club, for them. They've already had a historic season for their first season in the Champions League,
Hmm.
so nothing to take away from them. It's definitely gonna be a big game for them. Yeah, this brings me when I seen this Atlanta team playing this year, I kind of wanted to make the comparison with last year's Ajax, and I was going to ask you guys, do you think there's a comparison to make between Ajax's team last year and Atalanta this year?
Mm, I think there is. I think you can link both of these teams to be relatively, I wouldn't say unknown, but like we have not seen them in these kind of situations in the past years. Uh, I think, however, it kind of differs with Ajax being the champions of their leagues for like for a few years now. They've won the Eredivisie a lot of times. Well, Atalanta have, even the league, have started to come and impose themselves as a big team. So I think there's kind of a difference with Atalanta having done more, both on the European side and on the domestic side.
Yeah. I think you could compare them in a way because they're both the unexpected team to come this far. But I think also you could compare them in the style of play. I mean, in the last games, Atalanta have really played some outstanding football, and I think in a sort of way it does compare to Ajax a bit. So I think there is some kind of logic in that.
Yeah, it's sort of course, when you do the comparison, attacking wise, uh, I don't know which one. I think Ajax has a very I don't know how to put it, but it feels like Ajax has always attacked that way. It seems like Atalanta's actually pretty new sort of philosophy wise, where they're same in the way that they both play magnificent football, but in different ways, which I find incredible. Like
Yeah.
Atlanta have that will to always go forward. Like their
Mhm.
best defense is their attack, and I know you love that about them, and just you want to see it go all the way because it's so what like you wish your team when looking at Atlanta, you wish your team played like them. So like the same way you looked at Ajax last year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I find it so interesting because like you like this team not necessarily because of the players, but just the way they play. You know, like
Hmm.
it's not you're not going to be like a Barcelona fan maybe because you like Messi. You know, you're going to be an Atlanta fan because you love the way they play, and
Yeah.
I find that so different and it's nearly like better, to watch. So yeah, I definitely think even if Atlanta stop in the quarters this year, it's like one of those teams that sort of stays with you because of how they play. Like on in
Hmm.
the years that go past, you'll probably talk about Atlanta again, saying, "Oh, but this team probably you'll talk more about Atlanta this year than the Tottenham team last year that just went in the final."
Mm.
Yeah.
So yeah, so more team wise, of course they're playing against PSG in one leg, and it's asking the question. Of course, Atlanta offensively, we know they don't have any problems, but defensively, how do you guys think they've got what it takes to keep out the PSG Armada? Mbappe might be out, but they still have Neymar, Di Maria, Icardi. Do you guys think Atlanta have what it takes to
Hmm.
avoid PSG scoring?
Um, I think I think they do. I think even though they don't have big names in defense, they still manage to concede less goals than other big teams like Roma or like Napoli. So I think that's a positive. I think Di Maria is also booked for the final. I don't think for the game. I don't know if he's. I think I read somewhere that he wasn't going to be able to play. And so with
They go
maybe
for it.
that and especially Mbappe being injured, I think Atalanta has a real shot. Their defense used to be have to focus around different players around Mbappe, Neymar, around the wings and stuff.
Hmm.
Now I think they can mostly focus on the one or two main PSG attacking threats. In instance Neymar and maybe Icardi. So I think the PSG injuries is really giving the Atlanta defense a break, and I think it really allows Atlanta to control, to be less dominated, and to go more forward in the attack and just carry on the ball more.
Hmm. Yeah, I also think that with the injury of Mbappe and all of the other players that you cited, Atalanta do have quite an advantage for that, and so it'll be a bit briefer for them. Although I think that PSG that's facing Atalanta is not the same one as last year against Man U. So I think that the PSG this year are really are just playing better. So I don't think it'll be that easy for Atalanta. So I'm a bit uncertain on this one.
Yeah, I definitely think you can't underrate PSG's attack that much. In the second leg against Dortmund, Mbappe was out. I think Icardi didn't even play or Cavani, so and they still had an incredible game. And that was Dortmund's defense, which debate debate. I mean, is maybe better than Atlanta's one. You can debate about it, but Neymar's going to be the real problem for them. It's more going to be, I think this game's more going to be who's going to, I mean, obviously, who's going to score the most goals, but it's not going to be about, you know, uh, neither team's going to keep a clean sheet, it seems like.
Yeah.
Interesting to see if Atalanta can maybe lock down a game, which they haven't done this season, even against Valencia last year, they just going attack, attack, attack. So it doesn't seem like Gasperini really cares about all the defensive duties, I like to say. So no, if they make if they just don't care and still go on the attack, I think they'll actually lose this game because PSG's defense isn't all that bad. And even if Atlanta have an incredible attack, I'm scared for them that if they don't score, and fire.
Yeah, I think the key for Atalanta in this game is to get an early goal, which I think then PSG will counterattack quickly and just level it up pretty soon after. So I think the key for Atlanta is not to get destabilized and not for after conceding like an equalizer or a leading goal, not to go, as you said, full out attack, to go out on placed attacks, timed attacks, to go out when they needed to, and in an intelligent manner. Because, as you said, if they're impatient and they get frustrated and they just go all out attack, then it can become really easy for PSG.
Yeah. If I were them, I would be scared of that, getting completely submerged by I don't know, 1 or 2 goals at the beginning, and then not really having the match in their hands. So really, Atalanta have to get that goal and get PSG to be the ones to push harder than them. And I think if they get that, they'll really have a chance.
Yeah. What scares me is even if Atlanta have a 2-goal lead or a 3-goal lead, I'll still think PSG have a shot because you don't see Atlanta sitting on a 3-goal lead, even if it sounds completely ridiculous.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's just not the way they play, and I think that's what I'm so excited about this matchup is that I don't think it will be boring.
Yeah.
Whoever scores, there's going to be action any part of the pitch. It's not going to be like one of those boring games where if Atlanta score, lock it out the back, and it's just 90 minutes of PSG attacking and Atlanta defending. So it definitely sounds like a goal galore. Now, prediction-wise, it's kind of tricky because it does seem like it could go either way.
Yeah. I kind of feel like it is going to be like a 4-3 or even 3-3 kind of match that ends in penalties. I really would not be surprised if this was a very high-scoring game that goes on to extra time. So yeah, I honestly think, sorry, that it could go either way, and we'll just have to see.
Yeah. I also would expect a draw and then extra time and penalties. Yeah.
Who's going through then?
Sorry?
Uh, That's a tough question. I really think Atlanta have a shot. If they do, then they would make a big statement to the other teams, which could really boost their confidence and lead them to the final. I don't know. We might see PSG as maybe being overconfident, as the past years. I know, like when the draw happened, PSG fans were really happy to draw Atalanta. So I don't know. I think on this game, I think I'm gonna go with Atalanta.
Oh, big.
On the one, since it's a one-legged game, one-leg draw, I'm gonna go with Atalanta.
Hmm. Yeah, I don't think that uh, PSG this time will get beaten by surprise. I really think they'll keep their calm and won't get too much excited by having the underdog. So I'll go with PSG. I think they'll secure this game, maybe even quite easily. I see them kind of dominating the whole match, unfortunately for Atalanta. But yeah, I'll see PSG going through.
Yeah, I'm with Pablo. I see PSG winning this one because I don't know. For them, it seems to be like this year is they're going to be the easiest route to the final ever. So players are definitely going to be up for it. And like I see Neymar, have a masterclass of a game. If he carried them against Dortmund, he can carry them against Atalanta. But I
Yeah.
definitely think it's going to be super tight. I just love it for Atlanta to score first, and then it's going to be havoc. I think for the rest of the game. I think like every scenario we have in our head could go out the door in this game. It could
Yeah.
literally be great. Yeah, I mean, I think definitely for me at least, it's the game I'm waiting for the most
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
in this year's Champions League. Definitely. I mean, I think it's got kickoff on the 13th of August, or maybe a bit early on the 11th. But yeah, all right, definitely gonna be an exciting game.
Sure.
So yeah, only 3 days away now from kickoff in Lisbon. So we'll be joining you. We'll be back tomorrow. I mean, while we'll be previewing the last two teams that are still here. I mean, the two French clubs. All right, bye everyone.
Thank you.
Bye.